They comes.
Okay, did you guys see my comment?
I also saw it and I just laughed in my mind.
Okay, so they used saltpeter, sulfur, and quicklime, and they mixed it with resin and petroleum. Okay, they used that and that was apparently the most dangerous weapon in the world back in the days. And guess who used it and who had it and what it was named?
Okay, so if they had this, how come they were still conquered? I beg.
No, this wasn't the Africans that used it. So it was named Greek fire.
Wait, so which? So you're saying
And
who?
what did the Greeks do back in the days?
Wait, so Africa never had this? Is that what you're saying?
This is what I'm just asking you right now. What did the Greeks do back in the days?
What do you mean?
The
When the
civilization
Greeks
is
went
said
to Egypt, what did they go do?
Yeah, they
that's
stole stuff.
They
And
stole stuff.
okay, if they stole it, these things, these weapons, how come we never used these weapons when they came? That's my
Can you hear
question.
me? They went and took it and they used it for the wrong.
No, I'm saying
purpose.
before the Greek came to take it, why didn't we use it for our defense?
And I did tell you again and again, but you don't want to listen. So at this point, I'll give up. We were not people of war. We were
Cap, big
people of
cap.
Yeah.
love.
You lie,
And when
cap.
the Greeks came
No.
there, the Greeks
That's
came
cap.
there and pretended that they were learning. They pretended that they were friends. And they went and took all the knowledge that they could take. They went and studied in the library.
Cap, cap.
One thing I can tell you, Magic. One thing I can tell you about the reason why these people conquered Africa is because by the time they came, these people used divide and rule. And when they came, it is the same thing happening in Africa right now. There was a lot of tribal wars, and kingdoms were trying. It was this
Bro,
time where kingdoms were doing their.
say that thing again. Repeat what you just said to Mysticums. What do you say? Tribal wars. Say it again so our Mysticums will hear.
Yeah, we had tribal wars, and then
Thank
kingdoms.
you. Thank you.
Like
Thank
kingdoms
you.
were trying.
Tribal fights.
Kingdoms were trying to conquer other kingdoms, and then the
Thank
whites
you.
used
Thank you.
it to their advantage.
Bro,
Because
I said, bro, wait, sorry to interrupt. I said the
it's
same thing
okay.
to Mysticums. I told her, Mysticums,
Which
the same thing.
kingdoms?
That
Okay,
there were
Mysticums.
tribal wars existed
Which
before the
kingdoms were
white
trying to
man
take
came.
over which kingdoms?
Tribal wars
Mysticums.
existed before the white man came.
Let me give you an example. In Uganda, there is one of the
Please,
most dominant
let
tribes in
all
Uganda.
those wars. Hold on, sorry. Please make sure all those wars are before the 14th century.
I'm telling you. Yes.
Okay.
In
If there are
Uganda,
any wars after the 14th century, mark my words, they followed and copied the other people.
I'm telling you, before the whites came, I'll give you an example of Uganda specifically. In Uganda, the most dominant kingdoms, and they are still fighting over that issues until now. There's the Buganda kingdom and then the Bunyoro kingdom. Bunyoro kingdom, they call their leader Omukama. In Buganda, they call it Kabaka. Kabaka in English is king. The Bagandans and the Bunyoros were the most dominant in this area of the Great Lakes, that is around Lake Victoria. When before the whites came, all these people were going back and forth. Like you go and like conquering this, like me, I am trying, like it's me and Magic. Magic is trying to expand his kingdom. Me, I'm also trying to expand my kingdom because me and Magic, we are the two superpowers. It's like what US and Russia and China is doing now. Expansion. Like I'm trying to conquer, Magic is also trying to conquer at the same time. And then the whites came in and found this and they took it to their advantage. Where the whites would use this one kingdom against the other kingdom by providing harms to this kingdom to use it against the other kingdom. Because
And that's
every
the trick.
kingdom. Hey,
Yeah, correct, very correct. I said this thing to Mysticums, and that's the trick that they still use to this very day to
Today,
conquer
yeah.
to conquer countries where they will come like Gaddafi, because there was already some revolts in Libya, within Libya, so it made it easier for the Americans to influence these revolts, to pay them money to conquer Gaddafi and all that kind of thing. So when they see that you guys are already fighting each other, they'll take advantage of that. You
Now I'm
understand?
telling you, Mr. Combs,
I just searched him up.
the first British man to come to Uganda was called Henry Morton. Henry Morton, when he met the Kabaka of Buganda, he asked the Kabaka he asked the Kabaka what he would want from the British Kingdom. Henry Morton was an explorer sent by the British Empire. So he
I
said,
just searched them up.
yeah,
They happen to be in the
it's
18th
HM.
century.
You search HM Morton.
They happen to be in the 18th century.
Yeah, and then what this guy said, the Kabaka wrote in that letter because the Kabaka didn't know English by then, so Henry Morton was helping him to write the letter to the Queen. He said, "I wanted arms," and what was he going to use these arms for? To expand against the other kingdom, and this is why in the colonization of the Uganda, the Kabaka was the most instrumental person in the colonization. Because had the Kabaka rebelled against the British, the whole of Uganda was going to rebel against the British. So when they conquered the Kabaka, and the Kabaka was like, I have this kingdom that is giving me hard time. What I want from you guys is hams. If you give me hams, we will do what you want. And then this guy wrote to the queen, and the queen brought him hams, and he used these hams to conquer land of the Bunyoro kingdom. Until today, the Bunyoro kingdom is still fighting for those lands that were grabbed with the help of the whites. You understand?
Okay. I did ask before anything that's after the 14th century. I said it was the Kawajat that showed it to them. If it was anything before the 14th century, then that's where we could sit down and actually look into it.
Why do you say that? Why?
All these things started before the 14th century, Thickums, and the
This was the
Kawajat
18th
found it when it was
century.
happening. They found it, okay, by the time they came, they found it happening, but it started before them. In Africa, there was wars of expansion. Like every kingdom was conquering the other kingdom. Every chiefdom was
Yes,
conquering the other chiefdom.
which is all in the 18th century.
Nah, where it dates back.
Mysticums no one Grisha. Mysticums and white people, they are like oil and water.
Yeah.
I just imagine Mysticum's first son wants to get married to a white girl. Yeah, she will go crazy.
Yeah.
Bro, did you study history? I like your knowledge on stuff.
Yeah.
You said? You did? Huh? Can you hear me? Willie is
Like
snoring.
I said earlier, if you guys can show me a time where there was war way before BCE, I would understand and I would say, okay, Kalas, it wasn't the Kawajat that showed it to them.
Now you know Mysticums, so black man has been peaceful now. If that's what you want to hear. Because black people are special breeds. We are not human beings.
No, I did. You see, that's the part you're not hearing, Magic. I did say, yeah, there was arguments here and like fights here, but there wasn't war. They didn't have to get to the extreme of murdering and analyzing half of the whole country until these people came and showed it to them. They had the resources, but they didn't use it. Those people went and took the resources, and then used it for the opposite.
Ah. Oh God. Just they look you, they laugh.
Magics.
Hmm?
And they specialize in African history for the last 7 years.
Okay. That explains your broad knowledge, which is good, is
Yeah.
good, is good.
It's something that I'm so passionate about. Like I love it. I keep to learn more about myself and where we came from, and it's nice. Can you believe I've learned all I know about all the histories from North Africa to South to Western to Eastern Horn of Africa. You can ask me about the Obasanjos of Nigeria. Is it Babaginda? Is it the Abacha? All those people like. Oh. Hmm? Someone's snoring over. Yeah, they comes. Yeah, Ottoman Empire. Ottoman Empire came up to South Sudan. Yeah, and this is why we have these light-skinned people. By the way, in the North African region, I call it the Maghreb region.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
because
I know that part. Yeah.
thank you. It's because of the Ottoman Empire. And I told some Sudanese sister of mine who looks like a Kawaja. She was like, nah, 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 nah. I was born in Sudan. My grandparents were born in Sudan. Telling you might
Yeah.
be Turkish. Your ancestors might be from Istanbul. You don't know.
They came in around the 18th century as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, they were okay. Like you, when you look at mostly most of the Sudanese. I can't call them Sudanese because it's the so-called Sudanese nowadays. Most of them have like their roots in Yemen. Most of the people that the so-called Sudanese now, the Arabs of Sudan.
Oh, the Arabs. Okay.
Yeah. Auntie, when I say like, okay, it really pains me when I have to call those people Sudanese because they are not Sudanese. It pains me. So I have to look for ways to define them. Because now they've called us Southern Sudanese and then they call themselves Sudanese. But we are the original Sudanese. The name Sudanese came from us. It's the land of the blacks.
But they're half of us.
And actually, the area that was called Sudan was not only the area that we are in right now. It comprises of Chad, comprises of Mali, and this is where you find the darkest skinned people on earth. If you right now, if you're to look for the darkest complexion that are compared to us South Sudanese, we have people in Gambia, we have people in Senegal, we have people in Senegal, Gambia, and South Sudan. Yeah, that area was all called Sudan.
Mr. Combs, I have something for you. Sorry for
Ah,
interrupting. Unapologetic. Somebody should put me on the
apologetic was going somewhere very
somebody should
nice.
put me on the big screen.
Yeah, let Genobi do that.
Which dynasty is this from, Magic?
Because of your yeah, you said I should look for something before the 14th century, right?
Yes, which dynasty empire is this from?
Hold on. Okay. So somebody should put me on the big screen now.
I think Genobi is still drawing. Or is he not there?
Okay, anyway, I'll just read it. Intertribal wars was within Africa before the 14th century, were were a significant aspect of the continent's history, shaped by diverse culture, economical, and political dynamics. These conflicts were often driven by various factors, including competition for resources, territorial disputes, political power struggles, and cultural or religious differences. So you asked which dynasty?
Which dynasty, which empire is this? Because it just said
Wait,
before the 14th century.
let me wait, calm down. I'm about to give
And I'm
you
sure that's what you asked. Was there a
ex
war in Africa before
yeah,
the 14th
because
century?
you've been
That's what you
talking
got to
about
answer.
it since, so I had to find it.
Where's the
Examples of
evidence?
wait, nah. Let me read it because I want to show you, but you can't. This is not be able to put me on big screen.
Because I
So
did say,
now,
hang on. I said before the 14th century, and I said
yes,
before the BC,
before the 14th century. Now,
and
examples
before the
of pre
BC.
14th. I will still
Don't
show you
forget that
before.
before the BC.
If you want BC, I'll still show you that one.
Mm-hmm.
Examples of the pre-14th century conflicts: the Nubian Kushite rivalries. You know the Nubians. You know who the Kushites are. In
Yeah,
the
that's after
Nile,
the Byzantine Empire.
yeah, this was before the 14th century. Now, in the Nile Valley, the Nubians and the Kushites often clashed for dominance over trade and fertile land. They will fight over land. So then we have the Bantu migrations. As Bantu-speaking peoples expanded from their West African homeland, they often come into conflict with hunter-gathering groups like the San, the Kokai in southern Africa. Then another war, which used to happen back then before the 14th century, was the Great Lakes region. Early kingdoms like Buganda and Bunyoro in East Africa competed for control of lands and trade routes. Then another war that was happening before the 14th century was the Sahelian kingdoms. The rise and fall of kingdoms like Ghana. This is Ghana 300 to 1200 CE involved the internal tribal conflicts and external pressures from nomadic Berbers. So there's a lot here. So I wish you could put me on the big screen so I have evidence. I can show you all these things. There's a lot here. So don't tell me that war did not exist before the 14th
Magic,
century.
didn't I tell you about the Buganda Bunyoro kingdom before in
Yeah, no,
Uganda?
Mysticov doesn't want to hear. She said that it's white people that brought war. Yeah, huh.
You guys don't want to hear me.
Mm.
Are you guys hearing me now?
Yeah, we are
I'm
getting you.
here.
I said when the Greeks went to Egypt and did their thing, that's where they introduced it. If they didn't go there and do it, it would not have been introduced.
But you
Anything
said,
that you guys, anything that you guys will show me will be after that.
but you
Mistakes.
said,
If you
but
guys
Kingdom
can
always
show me one
exists
before that,
since
I would believe you guys. See, you
Mysticov, you
guys don't
said,
let me finish to that part.
sorry.
You said anything before the 14th century, and I just brought you stuff before the
What did I
14th
just
century.
mention right now? Magic,
What?
did you hear what I just mentioned now?
What? I'm listening now.
So I'm gonna have to repeat myself again.
Your initial statement was bring something before the 14th century, which I
No, no,
just
no.
did. Now
That
you are
was after. I kept
changing
bringing
which
and
one
bringing and
again.
asking you guys.
Oh God.
But when did you ask me? When you said how come when they went there, why is it that they couldn't fight back? And then that's where I told you that they went there pretending that they were friends, pretending that they wanted to get knowledge from these people.
No, they didn't. They didn't. I can tell you about how the Greeks went there. They didn't do. They didn't go down in. It was straight up attack. It was during Alexander the Great's era. He
It
didn't go
wasn't
there to
then.
pretend.
It wasn't then.
He didn't pretend. Alexander the Great went there, conquered the country, destroyed their library, and stole their stuff. He didn't pretend shit. He went on a straight up attack. So you can't tell me that they pretended like they wanted to learn that. So if they had the power to defend, they would have defended. The thing is, they didn't have the power. Simple and short. Simple and short. Mistake has gone to Google now.
No, I haven't gone to Google because I already read this stuff a long time ago where they went there and then they pretended that they were being friends and they wanted to get knowledge. So they would get knowledge and teachings while they go back to Greece, and then they get people from Greece to come down there. And then that's how they intermingled and mixed and kept whitewashing and whitewashing. Once they managed to whitewash, that's when they said, okay, let us attack now and take everything from the library. And they attacked and took everything from the library.
And I'm telling you, they did not pretend. They just straight up attacked. Me too, have read the history. You think those people have time to pretend for Africa? Africa is small potatoes for them now.
What happened, guys?
Everybody's busy, I guess.
So, what's the topic discussion?
We're kind of talking about Africa. What? I don't know.
Magic left.
Magic left here.
He asked why is it that the Africans did not defend themselves with weapons when they were being colonized.
Interesting. I mean, you would think that's an obvious answer to the question, but
Is it since they were civilized, why is it that they didn't have weapons to be able to defend themselves and fight back?
wasn't wasn't Europeans and other countries, Hispanics or the Portuguese? I think the Portuguese. Didn't they have what's it called? Like firearms before any other race? Like that's what they use on Native Americans and all that stuff.
That's what he said, and then I went back to use the ancient Egyptian times and how Greece went there and took the supplies and like formulas of how to make firearms, like the powder, and then that's how they used it. But these people were not using it for that. If that
Like you talk about like ancient civilization.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe that. Like they knew what they were doing. Like the white tea had to get that stuff from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like a roller cycle. Oh, I'll be back.
Do, do, do you guys know, Mr. Comes, what the whiteys did is this, eh? During the European countries, like there's a guy called Vasco da Gama, one of the Portuguese explorers who was sent by the King of Portugal. There's one of the explorers that I mentioned to you that was the first to come into East Africa, sent by the Queen of England. So the European countries, we had all this civilization, but what the European countries did that the African kingdoms didn't do, and the chiefdoms, they send out explorers, sponsor them to go around the world to get all the spices, to get all the minerals. And these minerals, they used them because they knew what they wanted. They wanted to conquer. Their aim was to conquer people. So the Africans were just there. We thought we were in our own world, but we didn't know what the next neighbor was planning on us.
I was telling Magic, and Magic was not listening.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because Vasco da Gama came to is the one, the so-called, who discovered South Africa, because that's what whites say. He came and discovered South Africa. He went and discovered India. He discovered people. They discovered lakes that people were even existing around. They discovered rivers. They were discovering roads. They were discovering skies, whatever.
Covering or spying?
That is what they say. Because if you look at what they were doing, like, okay, what happened? Whatever the Europeans, whatever place the Europeans have not reached, it is not yet discovered. So you are a nobody. So when the European comes and says, yes, I've discovered you are a human being now, then you become a human being. That's what they tell us. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really that twisted reverse psychology is messed up.
Yeah, that's what they did. They come and discover rivers that there were people that were fishing from that river. Then you say, hey, I've discovered this river. This river is now today, from today onwards, it's a river. For you today onwards, you're a human being. I've discovered you. This is a road. I've just discovered this is a road. And people were using it. It's funny. So you never existed until the Europeans get to where you are. That is what they did.
I feel like they're so ahead because they have cheated almost every single race.
True.
Like, just no way you are focusing 100 years from now, right? And you got President Trump in the office, couple weeks. The man already signing policies, writing stuff. Like, sit down, worry about your own people first. Look at what's going on inside America. Stop worrying about foreigners. They don't worry about you, they hate you.
Sad.
And then, the funniest thing is when I see the people, they are the only people on earth, Uma, who should never get up and say, no, we don't want immigrants. They're taking over jobs. It is the people in UK. The British should never say that because these people came here. They came and messed up things outside. They came and messed up India. They came and messed up Africa. And then when people come there, you're like, no, no, these people are flocking here. You guys came here first. We didn't call you. You came and messed our things up. You stole the minerals. You left the land empty. You messed up our political system. And when we come there for a better life, you're like, no, they're taking over jobs. No, they should go back. You guys came first here. It's funny when I see British people do that, by the way. You guys invited this on yourself.
And there's propaganda in America. It's like, oh, we're in war, we're in war. In war with who? Like, what? Is that fear?
I sometimes, when I look at whites, I ask myself, like, how did our great great grandparents make these dumb people really to conquer us? Whites are really dumb, to be honest.
And easy. They showed love.
Because if I look at whites, I'm like, how did these people really do this? Like, how did you guys let it happen? Seriously, like, these guys make no sense to me.
They showed love and they were friendly.
Maybe. It's religion, actually. That's the number one colonial tool in Africa that made colonialism very successful. When the whites, you know why I'm saying religion? When the whites came to Africa, Africans were too fierce. They were lands. By the way, there was one of the bishops from England that was killed. That was unalived. F1. That was unalived in Uganda because he used a different route. And by then, Africans were too fierce. So what they used is this. They used that trick that what? There is a supernatural being above us where there is hell and there is whatever. And human beings, our weakest point, every human being fears death. And they use death to their advantage. When you die, you'll go to hell if you do this. And it is softened Africans, by the way. That really softened us. Because had there not been religion, these guys would have never conquered Africa. That is why Ethiopia was never colonized, because before the whites came there, these old religions were already there, and the Ethiopians were not taking that crap of there's Jesus, there's heaven, there's hell. Nah, they were not taking that crap. So they stood up 10 toes, no fear of
What
hell.
does their religion say?
They are
Orthodox.
Orthodox.
They don't have heaven and hell?
They have heaven and hell, but they had already had their own beliefs, you understand? So all these other beliefs of hell and whatever would not scare them. They were already strong in their roots. And that is why Ethiopia was not conquered easily more than Kenya, or more than Uganda, or more than South Africa, or more than... Anyway, the case of South Africa is different.
wild that I have this big ass major feeling that's saying the reason to why they're saying that Ethiopia was not colonized is so that people can believe in that religion over there. But
That's a
anyways,
lie. That's a
let's
lie.
be quiet. Let me be quiet.
That's a lie. I'm not going to buy that. Ethiopia also had an advantage. Ethiopia is too hilly. So, like, their defense.
Mister, are you there?
Chris, where did you go?
He went somewhere to apologize.
I thought he was unapologetically black.
Too. Anyway, it is what it is. Yes. Yeah, I'm just making a character. I was doing animals for a while, guys, but I'm making monsters. I'm making monsters. Monsters are more fun to draw than people's. Y'all gotta excuse me. Some people have been crying. They want a man without chicken legs and all that stuff. Work on that.
Wait, I'm waiting for the outcome.
Yeah. All right. Let's make the last part, the legs. Let's make the legs a bit interesting. I think we'll make it blacker. Unapologetic. Blacker.
You ever got like braids? So like not so tight, but like man, my scalp. Not gonna lie, I've been having a headache for a minute. I took a Tylenol, but
You're gonna have to ask Miss Tickens.
yeah.
Get oil, oil leave-in conditioner, and mix it in a bottle with water, and then just keep spraying it on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because I use like a warm cloth, but man, last night I barely slept. I mean, I slept, but I was like, oof. You know when you turn and you just feel it? I'm like, oh my goodness, why is it like this? Beauty, beauty.
It just reminded me, I'm gonna go spray my hair then.
With the spritzer water, I mean the spray bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels so good.
Amazing.
There was a live that I joined the other day, and it was talking about our hair and how it's similar to the divine and like sheep's, the wool of the sheep,
Yep.
how that's our hair, and then in nature and how a tree grows. I was like, wow, I literally never thought of that perspective. I mean, I knew our hair when you spray with water, it's like more alive, it's like I don't know how to say it, but
The
it's
way
like a yeah, it's
the
more
way it grows
alive.
upwards.
Yeah, it's like a like a curly. I don't know how to describe it. Um, well, it's more alive. Let's just say it like that. Instead of like a kawaja, you know how their hair falls straight down. It's
Yep.
like dead. Like a fur, like a dog. Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
It's basically like DNA strands.
I agree. Like neuromelanin.
Ding.
A lot of people don't know about it. It's more than just a pigmentation, for real. Like, why else would somebody demonize it, you know? If there's no spiritual connection, if there's no truth to how the whole world functions.
Give me a second. 5 million. Does that mean the Baruka is the for the devil? No, no.
The Barukat?
Yafa.
I mean the Baruka is for the devil.
Baruch is from the devil.
No, she's saying
I'm really struggling to hear you.
she's saying the hair is from the spirit. So that means the Baruka is from the devil, or what?
Oh, I wouldn't call it the devil. They used it to cover up our signal, but that's for another story.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of us wear it now because for so many years that we've been kind of like brainwashed that our beauty is not the standard beauty, you know, and that we need to blend in with European beauty in order to be seen as beautiful. So a lot of us, I wear it because I get self-conscious of my texture. Sometimes when I wear my fro at certain environments, I'm not welcome really, you know. But also I wear it for fun, for the colors, because who the F want to dye their hair purple? I don't. I mean, I just throw on a purple wig and we're good. But anyways,
I do the same too, basically because of society norm. But it's like not saying that in order to go somewhere, you have to be them before you get up there. So it's like once I do get up there, you won't see me in Baruch anymore.
exactly. And like in the workplace, that's what I meant, like as accepted, you know? Like in the workplace, we can now wear our afros like we would have back home, you know, we would have back home. We cannot wear dreadlocks, you know, a certain hair type. We have to like be look professional, even though our hair is professional. It's not really deemed from society as societal what's it called, expectations and stuff like that.
Mm. Ah,
Yeah, that was
it's true.
that was kind of discrimination, to be honest.
We can't even prove it. It's one of those indirect ones. But some people have tried to prove it actually, and then they try to brush it off.
And then like you see YT women competing with us, and it's like, wait a minute, what's happening? We're not even in the same category. I feel like for me, it's just the hypocrisy, really. Like, how do you say a dark skin is bad, and then you over here tanning doing other things to your skin. I mean, yes, all humans we have melanin, but we Africans, Nilotics, have no melanin.
That's true.
But and then you turn around and you're like, oh, you don't look good because you're darker than me. But I'm gonna go and do other things. There's this thing you can like inject uh pigment into your skin or veins. Well, not probably not veins. That could kill you. But it basically changes your skin color. Like what? It's like a medical procedure. It's so weird.
About that a while back.
I think a lot of the stuff they copy us and then they make it expensive. Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, exactly. What can we do besides whistle and move on with our lives? I mean, at least we're not getting hung, you know? Nobody's shooting us. We're kind of living in peace, but still, damn. What can we do?
You know what's the wildest thing I did last time? I searched up how much does melanin cost, and it came up with so much money, and I was like, who is buying melanin and how are they buying melanin?
Those are great questions. Apparently, it's worth more than gold.
Mm.
Can you believe it? And if you walk around telling people that, they're like, oh, mental hospital, psychotic, psychosis.
But who's buying it and how are they selling it?
The real people that know the truth of it, right? Something, I don't know. That's a really good question. Phew.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start Twitter. Were you were on Twitter yesterday, right, Miss Joy? Mm.
Yeah, yesterday I joined the space, but after my appointment, I kind of took a long nap. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, are you gonna have a space today?
It was a great conversation. I want to continue it.
You sound far.
It was a great conversation. I'm gonna try and continue it. Yeah.
You should. I saw a couple of people there. Monica,
Yeah, Monica.
unapologetically.
Even
Um,
even Barack came. You know that Barack?
yeah, exactly. I followed them. I was like, hey, follow.
I didn't recognize Barack. He was talking to me questions. I was like, that Barack? The one was him. Hey,
Even I made a couple other friends too. They're your friends, but I follow them because I need followers. So,
they're gonna be your friends too. Anyway. Hmm.
oh, thank you. But yeah, hold the space. I'll join, please. Also, how do you turn on the camera and use all that stuff? Mm, 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 mm.
Um,
Turn on the camera. You want to do? Are you gonna come and turn on the camera today? You want to do it? The problem is you turn on the camera. You gotta stay. The camera box has to stay the whole time. Okay, if you highlight, let me open it. What? Let me see the topic of today. Topic. No, I don't ask for Carol. Cancel. Let's go. Done. Here is a drawing. Cross here. Let me. I'm just writing something. Uh,
Yeah, you're fine. This has been the longest month. Oh my goodness. Oof. January is just going slow.
Ding.
It needs to end. It should have ended like a week ago, honestly. For Valentine's Day, I'm trying to do something special for myself. It's gonna be nice.
Cool. What do you have planned?
I'm gonna buy myself some chocolate, some flowers, and I'm gonna book myself an appointment to get a massage. I know I should be with a man, but I think it'd be a good self-care day. Or do a galentine, you know. That'd be cute. I did it last year with a couple friends, but I don't mind doing it again this year.
It's okay if you want to be with a man on that day or not, eh?
I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I want to be alone. But I wear red for those people that are in love. Red and pink, you know. Something cute.
We have this thing called Galentine's. Do you guys do that there?
Yes, I did it last year with a couple friends of mine. And well, I used to do it a lot in college, but as we grew up, you know, life. But last year we did it. And this year, maybe again, I'm not so sure yet, but definitely aiming for self-care day. I'm not gonna lie. How about you? Do you guys do it in Australia?
They do for the running club, and I missed it last year, so I might join them this year.
That sounds fun.
They have like a female running club where they do like meditation and they have workshops for dieting and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay. I love
Yeah,
that. Motivation, yeah.
you would love it. It's like all melanated basically.
Oof. Something we lack here, I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, you just reminded me I need to go back and join them because I stopped going because of work, but now that I don't have work on Saturday mornings, I can actually make it.
Right. More flexibility, that's good.
But yeah, they have a Galentine's dinner every year, and oh, they look amazing.
That's awesome. Do it, girl, this year if you don't have plans, other plans, you know.
Miss Joy, you want to open your camera today, or you don't want to open the camera?
I just want to learn how to do it, but
I'll tell you when you're ready. Let us know because you have to do it before the live starts. You can't do it during the live.
oh, never mind then. That's interesting. Wow. Why is it set up like that?
That's just how the structure is.
Would it be fair to say I find it boring a little?
Fair enough.
I mean, I'll be on it, you know, because I enjoy the conversations. They're actually very intellectual. But, and it's more like professional base. But yeah, I prefer TikTok.
Fair enough.
And why are the emojis limited?
Well, in TikTok you have no emoji, so I don't complain.
Touche. How about the men? What are your plans for Valentine's Day?
Another day, another dollar.
No worries, Miss Thickums. Another day, another dollar. That's a good mentality. So, working all day though?
I don't even know what is it during a weekday or weekend. I don't know. I haven't checked.
How about you, Chris?
We're gonna continue this. Chris comes back. What happened? The woman kept you on the phone. What happened? Mhm. Oh yeah. By the way, Miss Thickums, I think Willie fell asleep. Mhm.
Thickums who was snoring.
It was Willie. So, Chris, you're studying history, as what Magic was saying.
Yeah, bro.
Which African history or Pacific country?
Eh?
Which the African, all African country history, or just a specific country?
You're like African what?
Which history are you studying?
Nah, I did that in high school, like, but I just keep doing my research because it's one of my first best subjects, like my best performed subjects in high school. Right now, I'm doing law. I'm doing public law.
Yeah, I don't think we have history laws in Egypt.
Eh? Bro, you're not clear.
You're noisy. Your place is noisy. Can you hear me now better? Chris? I don't know. Chris, can you hear me?
And get you now clearly.
Ah, I'll do that from now on. This is a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying. So it's just so the history is is a hobby. It's not your major because I did notice we don't have history majors
Yeah.
from South Sudan. South
No,
Sudan
I
is
did.
law, political science, engineering, medicine. That's it.
It's my hobby for now, but I'm going to pursue it in the future.
I think who was it? AJ, one of the other guys was talking about it. I think it's a good idea because if you can make money, why the
It's
hell do
good
you need
money, bro. It's good money. Right now, I
history?
can. By the way, I can. If I'm to continue doing that, I can become one of the people to set the curriculum because our curriculum is not yet well set right now.
Now forget about that. You could actually be telling stories for generation because and you can gather these uncles and do podcasts with them, record them.
I have plans of doing that. By the way, after
I
university
say
here.
don't just plan it. Start it immediately because people are dying every day. I mean,
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
unaliving.
yeah. Actually, some of the things I say here, some of them I got them from school. Some of them I learned because my dad is also someone who has helped me in that field. Like my dad has helped me in loving to read, and he has been telling me most of the history and some of my relatives. Like I've learned some of the things I say here. I learned from them.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm going to take that. I'm going to pursue that. Like after here, I'm going to do that.
Mm. Let me get some stuff doing. I need to draw an axis.
Have you seen our history curriculum? How it is like crumpy, like it's not well said. Like I can tell you, like right now, when I went to Juba, there was time where I could go to some schools because one of my cousins was like a head teacher of a certain school, so I would go and help the students with some history lessons. But I'm not even a trained teacher. Like I'm not trained. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, because no, the teachers who are trained, most of them don't come and work in Juba because the money doesn't come on time. The kalam farik.
That's why I didn't want to do that because I was going to be wasting my time. The money that I will be getting in 1 month, I was getting it in 1 day in Juba. Can you imagine the money that the teacher will be waiting for 1 month? I was making it in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I
okay
think
when I,
the funny thing, I wish the government thought about that. If they put if they make what's it called? Uh, they pay these teachers. South Sudan could become one of the smartest uh, what's it called people in the world
we
easily.
are smart. We are smart naturally because if you look at like the performance right now, when you see in Uganda and Kenya, the students that are performing well are from South Sudan. Like it's us. Like we are smart naturally, but our teachers we are not good. By the way, these teachers are poisoning these students. Most of the teachers that I found there in South Sudan, these guys are not well trained. Like
No, because the ones who are well trained they give up, man.
yeah, bro, can you imagine like waiting for 50,000 when I was there? It was like 60,000. High school teacher, 60,000 US, 60,000 pounds per month. That is a money that the guy of Raksha can make in 1 day.
Mm,
Someone riding Raksha can make that money in 1 day. Not
mm,
even 1 day, half a day from morning to midday. He would have made like 70,000 South pounds.
mm. It's embarrassing.
And you're waiting for that money for a month. And sometimes you go for like 2 months and you're not paid. And that money, when you get it, can't even like cater for your basic needs. Leave about if you have kids.
Or a family. Mm,
Yeah. It can't even help you, like you yourself, your own basic needs before you had someone, whether a child or a wife.
mm. It's a real clown fodder, yeah.
So my cousin took me there. I was like, bro, just give me my allowance for today. I go home, I use it for border. This is nonsense.
I even if you work there, you'll not feel appreciated. You just get depressed.
Because I
I've heard cases the teachers are collapsing because they didn't eat for a long time, and students are feeding the teachers. You didn't hear about this?
I had it.
It's bad. That's embarrassing. I heard that the student has more money than you. Then why is he
Yeah.
studying with you? Elijah.
It's embarrassing. Like all the money that I've invested in my education until now, and then I go and be handing 60,000 per month, bro. It's less than $100. Let me tell you, in Uganda right now, education is one of the things that it is well funded. Like teachers are making good money from education in Uganda. Then I go and you want me to be there standing every day from morning. I go to school at 7. I come back at 5 in the evening, standing on the chalkboard teaching and kalam farega.
That's like nothing to.
I had my Raksha that I had given my cousin who was riding it. So why would I be wasting my time on that? And I had other small businesses that I was getting some small money.
Didn't make any sense.
Yeah, kalam farik.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, what I lie. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, welcome. Welcome up, Billy. How do you say your name? Hello?
Hello, Maria.
Whose name are you trying to butcher?
Yeah.
The one on
Do you
top. There's
do you want
Nyanibo.
do you need some help?
What did you say, Janubi?
You need some help to butcher somebody's name?
Yes.
Pretty
Help
funny.
me.
It says nibble.
Okay, so I said it correctly. Okay. Welcome up then, girl.
Is this the first Nebo you've met in your life?
Y'all know me. I can't read. I'm
But
illiterate.
you don't have any Nebo friends?
No,
What
I
if
do not.
I can tell. I'm like, shit, damn. All right.
Now you dragging it.
Mm, I met
Hi,
with.
Santino.
Oh my God, is that you?
That's me.
Okay,
Why are you so surprised?
I like. Ooh, I was like, how do you know my name like that? Shit.
Hmm.
You said my name proper. Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, let me.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's
I
my
just
first
opened
time
a.
joining you on TikTok. I'm good. I'm good. I'm all right.
Okay. You have a lot of followers. Shit. I'm
Do
surprised.
I? I've never really
Yeah.
paid attention to that.
Oh, look at that. Look at me all show out. Well, I just opened my eyes and they came. Look at that. All right. Yeah, I'm
I'm
still doing what I usually do. I usually do Twitter with TikTok. That's how I roll.
okay.
Yeah, I already opened a Twitter. Do you prefer TikTok or do you prefer Twitter?
Twitter. No, I'm rarely on TikTok, really.
Yeah, I noticed Twitter, but Twitter the conversations. Oh, sorry about the other day. That guy, man,
What
came in because
happened?
the other guy, I got a comment to remove somebody. I was asleep. That guy was coming and he trolled you. I saw the thing. I was like, shit. Anyway, I blocked
It
him anyway.
was that was crazy.
It
Everyone
went
was
wild,
calling
right?
out your name.
He called my name.
Santino, I'm like,
Hey,
Santino is not here.
is this Nibble from yesterday?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Nebo
this
from
is
yesterday.
Nibo.
You're
Oh, Nibble,
surprised,
how are
huh?
you?
You're
I'm
surprised.
good.
Even me,
I
I
was
was
there,
surprised. Like,
bro,
huh? Wait a
bro.
minute.
We were pissed at you, Santino, when you let that troll to
Santino
mess
just
I,
up.
left us hanging
I was
there.
asleep. I was asleep, y'all, and I had no co-host. Y'all, hey,
How? Why did you
Oh,
find one?
he only came for Nebo, right? Nobody
no,
else.
it was it
No,
came for
he
everyone.
came
He
for
organized the whole team.
everyone. He literally had a comment for almost everybody. That
But
guy,
how did he leave without me? He just dropped by himself.
He was here calling me a Somali. You Somali, shut up. You Somali, shut up.
Ay, 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 ay.
that guy was crazy, and he was
Uh-uh.
nasty. Oh,
You know what I did? Okay, I'll explain my reason. I put every also except because some new people I don't know would come, but I didn't expect that troll to come. That guy came out of nowhere. He looks like he's African.
no, he's not African. I don't really think he's African.
He
I
does not sound African.
No, there's some Africans who what's it called? They go and mix in these quite foreign lands. He's probably African. Why do you say you Somali and all that stuff? He's
Oh,
probably African.
no, he's not African. I really don't think he's African.
But I'm also wondering how did he find the space? To be honest, who the hell is he following? Mm,
But
so I
who
found
even who? How did he even come through? Like
I had no idea. And
who
sorry about
approved
that,
his
Nebo.
mic?
I'm surprised you didn't block me. So sorry about that. It looked like it got dark. Crazy.
My friend, you have taken long time.
Huh?
Is
Yeah.
Let's meet Chris
hi
while he takes.
unapologetic. Hi pure.
He's taking care of some business. I see. This is what I usually do. I come on TikTok, finish my drawing, then I come over here. That's how I roll. Mm.
So are you multitasking both, or are you
I
on
I
one?
do. Yeah, Twitter's already started.
And then I rather join the other side.
Okay, come join the other side. No problem.
Okay.
What's
Okay.
up, Miss Princess?
So who are the ladies here? Miss somebody was struggling with my name earlier on. Who was that?
So, Sandy, Junubi, you have started the space?
Yeah, I started. I'm talking with Princess.
Welcome back, Miss Dickums.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll be there.
know how I got dropped.
Oh no.
Hi, Nibble.
Hi.
You were asking who was struggling with your name is Miss Joy Dande.
Is it your first time seeing a nibble? It's a very common name.
Miss Joy? Hey, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was talking.
She was asking, is it your first time seeing a Nibble? I think she has network issues.
Yeah, I think she's having connection issues, yeah. I haven't been here before. It's my first time. Are you guys always here?
Yeah, we call this home.
Okay, that's nice.
You are welcome. We practically sleep on the live, not gonna lie.
I always sleep on Twitter. It's so addictive.
Yep, that's how TikTok is for us.
So, ladies, I'm joining Twitter. I'll join you guys tomorrow early enough. Hopefully.
No worries. Nice
Nice,
to meet
nice
you.
meeting you guys.
We probably will see you on Twitter. Take care.
Okay.
Hi, Bills.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Long time.
It's a long time because, I just stick to myself.
All is well?
Hmm. Everything's very good.
That's good. What do you mean by your comment there?
Well, that's why I want to talk to Junubi by because I'll talk to him later, but
Oh, it's for Janubi. Okay. Janubi.
he unfollowed me and then I think I said something that he didn't like.
Oh.
But I agree with him on a lot of things, but apparently I said something, so yeah, that's why I'm here.
Oh. Okay. Let me mute myself. He's with
Well, you
the
too. How are you?
Twitter people. Huh?
How are you?
Who?
Everything good? Okay. Junubi, you're creating an animation. Which company is that for? You have to tell us, but
I think he'll
I
probably
don't know
be
what's
with
going
you
on. I don't
shortly.
even know what's going on.
I think he'll probably be with you shortly because he's with this Twitter people on the other side. He tends to leave us on on
Okay,
mute.
Mr. Gims, what's been going on?
Nothing much. Just
Nah, it's been crazy because people have been talking too much. But the one thing I've always picked up on is if people don't like what you say or they don't have an answer to it, they just they don't talk or they block you basically. Not actually not block you. Some people block, but like some people just kick, which is crazy.
true. I've had my fair share of being blocked.
And I move way past that because I used to do this with Christianity because I stand on that, yeah. But I moved past that, and it's still like people just they don't like something that they hear. Maybe they don't like something that's going on in their life. That's why they do that.
Welcome back, Chris. Said welcome back.
Okay, actually, I'm sorry. Actually, unapologetic. Hi to meet you. I don't think I've met you before. I'm from Victoria.
We have met on a certain live. I don't remember.
Yeah, it must have
Okay.
been briefly. It must have been briefly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not yeah. That's what you. Yeah. I'm just saying. You know,
I can recognize the name and the
nice to meet
picture.
you again. Yeah.
All right, bro.
I don't lie about my name. My name's Billy or just Bills. That's it.
Nice to meet you, bro.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Where are you from again?
I'm from South Sudan.
Okay, me too. So, Juba, are you in Juba or are you somewhere else?
I'm in Juba. I thought you were
Okay,
Uganda.
we're brothers then. We're half brothers, basically, but yeah.
That's great.
But unapologetic. Can I tell you something? Yeah, when I am, if I've got a different skin color to South Sudanese, and people don't believe that I'm South Sudanese, you see, that's why I get angry. You know, because I am half Sudanese and half Portuguese, and people don't believe me with that, and then that's why I get angry with Sudanese people. So nice to meet you.
Oh, it's great. It's great, bro.
Yeah, because they're racist. Technically that's racist.
It's not being racist, but it's the way the society is built.
Where I was born is where I was born, but like you can't, you can't treat someone like that because
But
especially with English.
we have light skinned South Sudanese also.
What?
I'm like, we have light skinned South Sudanese also.
Especially in the north, yeah.
Not even north, in South Sudan we have light skin. Like the Zandawi are light skin. There's Taposa.
Not like Masri, not the Alaskan, the African. تعرف ناس مصري؟ مصري ناس جنوبي مصري.
When you say master, what do you mean?
Egypt.
Listen.
Masri, yeah.
I will
Yeah,
check
I
it.
lived in Egypt. So
Okay.
Masri. تعرف ناس ده؟ So I'm not saying I'm the same kind, but I'm just saying if they're Africans, but I'm African, but I have Portuguese background, they talking crazy about me, then kalas, then I'm gonna talk crazy about you then, because especially in South Sudan, there's dark skinned people. I can talk crazy about them too. see my point? Because you can't judge people, and I don't think they believe in God. So I'm just gonna roast them then. Unless you have respect, then I will respect you back. If you don't have respect, then خلاص ما في حاجة كده. أنا بونس كلام فرق. Straight up.
Yeah, I got you.
But the difference is we have education, so we learn different languages, or let's say we just are kids, then we don't know what happened, but we have education to respect each other. That's it.
Yeah, true.
But we know where we're from. That's what I'm trying to educate people. But a lot of people here in Australia, they don't say, okay, cool, I'm not really this. Okay, how do you know that? Kasaktak. And a lot of people that haven't lived in Egypt, Kasaktak, please translate that to me.
Oh, brother, I'm eating right now. But I'll go on a mute. I'm eating.
Nah, I'm probably gonna go off. I think Janubi's busy doing this thing. I'll probably open my own live. Yeah. Wait, there was nothing you're bad. You don't have to apologize. There's nothing you're bad. What was your bad? Everyone's leaving. Next time people are opening up live, that's about I don't know, like God or football or something. Then yeah. Bro, I'm gonna leave this live because someone said this there bad. You didn't do anything wrong. Nobody said anything. But I will be.
What was that about, by the way, guys? Oops.
Sorry, apologetic. I have no idea what that was about, but I heard you.
Yeah, this it was out of nowhere, so I was kind of confused.
Oh no, Chris, go on mute, please.
Oh, Malish.
Huh?
Yung joy, yung dar
I
watch.
can't with you.
Chabeng, is it the sound?
Yes, it's too much.
Malish.
Well, I don't know what's happening. People are dropping, but Miss Thickums, I'm going to go on Twitter and see what all the shenanigans is about. I will join you guys back later. Bye.